Most agents hear no, and then they simply move on to the next lead. Today, I'm going to share with you the exact systems that we use here at 54 Realty. Here at 54 Realty, to turn every no into a future yes. You see, every agent gets told no. It's part of sales and part of being in the business of real estate. The difference is what you do next once somebody has told you no. I'm going to share with you a quick stat that's going to blow your mind. 48% of real estate agents don't follow up with any of their prospects or leads after the initial contact or call. Meanwhile, over 85% of the leads that will eventually respond, on average, do so after the sixth contact is made. You might simply hear 6 follow-ups and feel that you're being too pushy or too aggressive, but it simply doesn't have to be. Let me share with you the 3-step system that we use here at 54 Realty. First, you need to peel back the layers of the onions and find out the real reason that you're getting a no. Don't just accept no, or we're not ready, or we might look at this and revisit it later. Dig a little bit deeper and find out the real reason of their hesitation. You can ask a simple follow-up question. Something as simple as, can you help me understand? What would need to change to make you comfortable or make you feel ready? And once they've answered that question, you'll know exactly what you need to follow up with later. You see, most people are going to be hesitant or nervous. A lot of times it's their first purchase, and this is going to be their first experience buying a home. It's your job as a trusted advisor to make them feel comfortable and confident in the decision they're making to purchase the house. A lot of times when they're telling you no or they're not ready, that's simply not the case. They're just waiting for somebody to reassure them and help navigate them through this experience that they're unfamiliar with. Step 2, get permission to stay in touch. You can use a simple script or quick dialogue to help kind of create that engagement. Something as simple as, do you mind if I send you market updates for your neighborhood occasionally? Most people say yes because it's helpful and not salesy or pushy. You see, trust is based on an equation of time plus confidence. And the best way to demonstrate that is you bringing value to the relationship. So when you're bringing items of value, things that they're going to see helpful or useful, you're much more likely to get that yes in the near future than if you're just giving them these generic spam email that goes straight to their junk folders. Once you get that yes to send those items out to them, now you've got permission to stay in touch and constantly remain on their radar. Step 3, provide value, don't push. Send market reports, home maintenance tips, local events, things going on in the community, to constantly stay in touch and stay engaged with your clients. Don't just send out basic generic stuff. Custom tailor it and make it unique for them. Maybe it's their neighborhood or the area that they live in, not just the overall city of the market report that you're sending out. Whatever your campaign consists of, if it's every 30 days, 3 months, or 6 months, you need to make sure that you remain consistent in whatever campaign that you set up to stay engaged with your prospects. If you're top of mind, guess who they're going to call once their situation changes? What not to do. Here quickly, I'm going to give you some tips on what not to do when getting a no. With dealing with rejection, a lot of times I'll see agents get defensive, which can sometimes lead to anger, and that's not the approach that you want to take. First, understand that it's just business. It's not just about you, so don't take it personal. 2, don't send generic stuff. Send them something personalized and relevant to them. 3, don't quit if you don't see immediate results. This is going to be a long-term play, and it might take 6 months to 12 months before you start seeing engagement to the campaigns that you've created and set up. Now I'm going to share with you an actionable item for some of the missed opportunities and see what we can do to turn some of these no's into a yes. I want you to take 3 of the recent no's that you got. I want you to write down why you truly feel that they said no to you. Then I want you to send each of them something of value and something that they'll find useful. And then this week, I want you to send each of them an item of value or something that they'll find helpful. Maybe it's a market update, a maintenance tip, whatever is going to add value to help you create that relationship. Go ahead and send those out, and then let's see what happens. Now I'm going to share with you a recent success story from one of our agents here within our brokerage. We had an agent who was pursuing a client and would constantly send them farming newsletters, constantly reach out to them about listing their house off an inquiry that happened 3 or 4 years ago. Could never get this prospect on the phone. Would constantly call, text, and email. Ended up sending them a quarterly market report. This went on for about 3 or 4 years. So over the time, this seller had received 12 to 16 market reports from our agent. All of a sudden, out of the blue one day, agent got a phone call, and it just happened to be the seller of, let's say, 123 Main Street. Agent went ahead ecstatically, scheduled that listing appointment to meet with the seller. Upon walking in, before the listing appointment even got started, the first thing the seller did was thank the agent for all the newsletters that they sent them throughout the years to stay in touch, bringing value and keeping them abreast on the market, and held up a stack of those newsletters that agent was sending out for that 3 to 4 year time frame. Our agent wasn't pushy, just kept trying to bring value and stay in contact. And at the end of the day, it ultimately paid off once they won that listing appointment. Bottom line is every no that you receive now is potential future business as long as you handle it correctly. What's the 54 Realty difference? We teach our agents systems like this, how to build relationships and not just chase leads. If you'd like to learn more on how we help agents build businesses that are built to last, simply give us a call and we'll gladly show you what real support looks like.